I expect like niggas like Stacy and Chris and D. I expect them to like go off when I say something negative about Dragon Ball Z, because to
What?
them niggas, like, that is like
What did you say?
that
What did
is
you? Hold
like
on. What
their
did you say?
life. That is their
What did
blood.
you say?
I was, yeah, I was like, I don't. When I watch Dragon Ball Z, I don't feel nothing, nigga. Like, I don't like. I think it's the Dragon Balls. I thought about some more, and I think it's the Dragon Balls, bro. Like, I know that any of these characters can be wished back at any point. So no death is like has a
You want them to play
purpose.
for keeps?
You know what I mean? Like, it's like I want it to be like, I don't know, man. Like, I really just watch that shit for the big fights. Like, plot wise, like, I don't really.
No, I
like,
don't. I like now when they throw something
There's
different
no.
at us, like this new series, like like the manga that where it's at now. Oh, I'm invested. I'm invested since DBZ era. Like
A
since,
lot of y'all, that's why I'm excited for like it to catch up to that, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers that's reading it right now is telling me that they're actually doing something different. So,
bro, like
okay.
it's for real different. Like everything, like they dipped back. They took a step back with one of the arcs, with the moral arc. They went back more Dragon Ball Z style with it, which I appreciated because I missed it. And then they went into a whole new direction with it. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Cause I'm like,
yeah.
if it ended at Cell, I would have been fine. You know what I mean? It would have low key went down as probably like one of the greatest anime of all time.
If it would have went, if it would, if it would have, if it would have went,
Boo was cool.
if it
Boo
would
was
have
cool,
went,
but like I could have did without it. But if it had stopped at Cell,
if it would have stopped at the Cell Saga, it would have been the greatest anime of all time.
Yeah,
because the old going back, it's not going back to the Cell Saga and stuff like they do now. It'd have been going back to Dragon Ball, so everybody would have to watch Dragon Ball. And Dragon Ball,
you get Goku, and you get to see him grow up,
and
become a father. His son's the chosen one.
If anybody watches Dragon Ball, if Dragon Ball had an updated thing with new fighting animation, oh
Yeah.
my
that'd be good.
goodness. Cause
That'd have been good.
because it wasn't about transformations. It wasn't about Blast. It wasn't about you can be as strong as you want to. If you ain't got the hands, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
If you ain't got if you didn't
Dragon Ball is fisticuffs.
It's like even when you got to Demon King Piccolo, like Goku had to get crafty.
And that's a lot of what Stacy was saying, was like, bro, you have to take into account Dragon Ball. Like, I am, but like I'm also like lately, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I just shit just
like,
don't.
Lately, it was all Dragon Ball Super.
It's good. It got some good fights.
No, Dragon.
But I always feel like
let me tell you something. Dragon Ball Super, to me, I feel like they owe an apology to all Dragon Ball fans, because all they did for the first couple arcs was redo Resurrection of Frieza and Battle of the Gods.
Yeah.
That was so lazy, and that was so it hurt my feelings with that.
Yeah, cause I was like, Super was long, but then I thought about it and I was like, the first half of that shit was 2 movies.
Yeah.
Hell no. Hell no. They on some other shit in Super. Nah, they on some other shit in Super. Them niggas get cosmic.
They make you believe. They'll say
but that shit's hard though. For the first time, like Ultra Instinct to me is probably like one of the best transformations Goku's had in a very long time.
Well, let me tell you.
Because it switched up his fighting style.
What I loved too, though, I loved how they brought back Kaioken. I love that. Now I do think,
because I always thought, what's up with that? Like,
Super Saiyan Blue, I think was lazy. Not, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I felt like we could have
Oh,
just we could
that's some
have.
shit Vegeta gets. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's some
like
shit Vegeta
I
gets.
could have, you could have
Like,
just, you could have left that at him. Yeah, for real, going the God of Destruction path, and Goku going to Ultra Instinct. Like nobody, like he should have went blue and Goku Ultra Instinct. To me,
yeah,
I
that's
think
what I'm
they,
saying.
if they would have did the Kaioken on top of the regular Super Saiyan God, I think that would have been fire as fuck.
Cause, cause,
Because it's two different types of
nigga,
red. It's like a
that
soft
Ultra
red.
Instinct theme,
Yeah.
nigga. Man, come on, come on. Man.
You look.
I had goosebumps when I first saw that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That was like the first time, like that saved Super for me.
Let me look. Let me tell you something. That when I tell you,
Yes.
I was glued. There was nothing you were telling me about about anything else when those episodes came out. Nothing. When Tournament of Power happened. I was like, that's what I can say about them. Even though they didn't go strictly to the manga, which I'm mad at, but at the same time I'm not mad at. They still gave us the greatest command male of all time. And they gave us, I think, one of the more interesting antagonists with Jiren.
Do you think they gonna let Vegeta tap into that shit?
What, Ultra Instinct?
Mhm.
No.
Cause I would hate to see what he's like on that.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like in the old shit.
No, even then,
Strongest human right now? Hell no.
There's
Hell
even
no.
then back in the day, strongest based human, he wasn't cutting it. Because it was like still Krillin was on his ass. Now, nah, 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 no. I mean, yeah, that like, not saying that Krillin didn't take his L's, but first of all, this nigga, oh, he gone.
What?
That's how he gone. I was like, nah, y'all should not took more L's.
But yeah, that was my only gripe about Dragon Ball Z. And I just had to let that out because
No.
there's just other anime I watch that like I actually feel some